Hey world, how you doing? This is Chaplain V, and I want to talk to you guys today about enjoying the moment. Also, I want to talk to you guys about a scripture I kind of cherish with me just about every day. And the scripture basically says, "Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." That scripture to me is very profound because each and every day we live with stress, and that's okay because that is what makes us human. But the thing is this: stress is one of the number one killers out there, besides the actual murders and the rapes and the suicides or other health issues. Stress is out there just lurking. And the thing is, with our bodies, we don't want to succumb to that. Going back to the scripture, don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. We as people, we have to change our mindset. We have to change the way we think about things, and we have to change the way we do things. So not only you have the thought and the positive notion to do things, you want to have the action that follows it. Just like works without faith is dead. Okay, we don't want to sit here and say something simple like, I want to get a job. That's a logical statement. I want to get a job. And I understand that and I recognize that. Okay, you want to get a job. That's a thought. Okay, what are we going to do to get that job? Are we going to put out resumes? Are we going to kind of spread the word to people? What are we going to do to get that job? And then we live in a society where if we don't work, we don't eat. So what are we going to do? Or will we feel pressure that our back is up against the wall, that we have to go out there and get that money by any means necessary? What are we going to do? We got to find a way to balance our thoughts. We got to find a way to control our thoughts. It's so many distractions out there in society where we can really step on our own toes. We got to learn to love and respect self. Everything begins and ends with self. I tell my offsprings that every single time. I even say that for myself. You can't say, I want respect. You can't say, well, respect is treat people how you want to be treated. Okay, well, it's a lot of people out there treating people very harshly, but yet they still want respect. Wouldn't you find that a bit contradicting? Yeah, I would. Tomorrow's not promised, people. Anything can happen tomorrow. So we got to live for the day. We got to enjoy that moment. Now, when I say enjoy the moment, it does not mean turn up. It does not mean live extravagant. It does not mean live beyond your means. It's taking the necessary steps and embracing each moment. If you got kids, be in their lives. If you're working, take your time and pace yourself. If you have dreams and ambitions, write down your goals. Write down your vision of what you want to do in life. Sometimes we tend to get distracted with our thoughts. It's said that we tend to have a negative thought every 15 seconds. And that's exaggerating. That's approximating, by the way. But sometimes people have a hard time focusing on what they're trying to do in their thought process. So we want to make sure we hang around a crowd that's beneficial to us. You don't have to necessarily keep watching live vision, because everything on television is not good for you. We can definitely read a book, but in this day and age, sometimes book reading is overrated for some people. My point is, we need to live in a moment. We don't know what the future may hold for us, but by our actions of what we do today or in this moment, it may deter or affect our future. So we want to make sure what we're doing, we want to be cautious about what we're doing. We don't know what tomorrow may come, but what I suggest is we do think positive about what we desire, what our heart desire. We don't always have to think worldly or fleshly. It's funny that people think all this new stuff that's going on in society, that people in the past didn't experience it. Trust me, we experienced it. Our forefathers experienced it. Our ancestors experienced it. Only thing different is how modern it is. Y'all talking about turn up, pop bottles. Okay, they had prohibition. They had a lot of things going on. Y'all talking about fashion, the little crazy thing with rompers. Okay, they had a slew of fashions going on. You have to try something out. So, essence, it's okay to enjoy the moment. We have to live in moderation. But get your mind right. Watch your thought process. Watch what you want to do. Don't just think about it, be about it. Don't just have a thought and not follow it up with a form of action. There's many ways to turn up. People just have this misconception that turn up consists of alcohol, sex, drugs, booze, or whatever. It's enjoying the moment. Shit, turn up could be something simple as chess. Turn up could be something exciting to you. Whatever your passion is, that could be a form of turning up. It's just a word that society has conceptualized in what they're trying to do. My version of turn up doesn't have to be your version of turn up. We don't know what tomorrow holds, so we want to make sure that today, that our moment that we're living in at that precise minute, hour, or second, we want to make it count. And that's very important to me. We got to make what we're trying to do count. Please, people. There's so many chaotic things going on in society, and we want to make sure we wake up from that. We want to make sure we don't let our offsprings follow what we did. If we can protect someone or give them a good word, why not do that? But then again, sometimes people got to have their own experience. But the downfall to people going out trying to have their own experience, it can be fatal. You know, so we want to make sure we are very positive. We want to make sure we do what we can to live in the moment, because at the end of the day, tomorrow is not promised. I know with me, I've been going through some stressful situations, but I'm trying to change my environment. And I am always on the constant journey of me. And I'm always on that journey of me, because I have children I have to set an example for. And it's not just for them. At the end of the day, it's for me, because they can't walk in my shoes. My journey is my own, just like their journey is their own. Whatever you put out into the universe, y'all better understand somebody's watching y'all. What version of you are they going to see? Now, I'm not talking about faking a funk. I'm talking about genuinely, what version of you are people in society going to see? You know, people out here stressing every day. We have homelessness, and I just never understood homelessness. You know, I never understood how people lost everything. I never understood the concept of why people are constantly starving when we're supposed to live in a country where we have quote unquote rich people. Those people are not rich. They're bought. They're controlled. And I think like that. That's just my thoughts though. But at the end of the day, I always try to do a good deed that's within my means. One thing I don't do, I don't work outside my means. If I'm unable to do it, honey, I won't do it. I'm not going to break my back to go over and beyond for the next person if it's going to hurt me. That almost defeats the purpose. You know, if you are a steward, be who you are. If you can do something within your means, don't exceed what you can do for the next person. So, the merge of the video was enjoy the moment, but yet understand tomorrow's not promised. What you can do for a person if you are unable to provide for them tangibly, monetary wise, a good word goes so far. Loyalty goes so far. Respect goes so far. And that's what I like to push onto people and into the world. If you guys have any comments or concern, like I said, the topic is enjoy the moment, but understand that tomorrow is not promised. Go outside. I challenge you. Go outside or go somewhere beyond the personal spirit that you're in. If you're in a house, go outside. Step outside for a second. Go outside in your environment and just look. Some people haven't even done that before. Just look at nature. Embrace nature. Smell the air. Look at people running around. What do you see right now? Do you see violence? Do you see the sunrise and the setting? What do you see? Do you see someone helping somebody across the street? What are we doing for our people? Well, I just wanted to put that out there. So I hope everyone have a prosperous and peaceful day. And I hope we do our good deeds in all we do. Peace. Chaplain V here.